On life's pathway the sun no longer shines. Come love and meet me.
Would other people come and have dinner with you, or was it just family?
With family.
Just you and...
Sometime Uncle George and Aunt Jenny would come.
Mm-hmm. Did they have children?
Oh yeah, they had a house full.
What about Halloween? Did you guys do Halloween?
No, we never did
Never
do anything
yeah.
for Halloween.
Did you, though, when your children were home?
What?
Did you ever do anything like with Mom and her and your children
No.
for Halloween?
Well, no.
Did you make popcorn or?
No,
Never?
we never did.
Ah.
Yeah, I remember having popcorn. You putting a
Oh,
white
we
sheet
had-
on you.
We had popcorn and peanuts too.
Mm-hmm.
And you'd always make peanut brittle.
Yeah. I'm talking about going somewhere with you.
Oh, no.
No.
I mean, how would you celebrate it there in your home?
But you'd slip out the back door and come in the front
Oh,
with a
they
sheet
just
on
have act crazy like always.
How old were you when your first child was born?
Well, I was 19 when I married. I was 19 years old the 20th of November, and I married the 22nd of December, the first day of winter.
Mm-hmm.
And Coleman was born in 1911, October the 14th, 1911.
I see.
you. Might tell her about what time of morning you married and what you did.
Yeah, what was your wedding day like?
Well, we rode on the train.
Where were you?
Yeah, but they married at 6 o'clock in the
We
morning.
married at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Good
And
heaven.
it was cold and had the big fires are going, and all, and he had a horse and buggy to drive, runabout horse and buggy to drive to Calhoun City, 5 miles, and catch a train at 7 o'clock.
Lord. Who was with you? Did your sister go with you on your wedding day?
Heck no.
I mean to get married.
Oh,
That
she
was
married
all.
in the
I
home.
married at home.
Oh, you married in your house?
Yeah, I sure did. Married
preacher-
Papa's mama.
Did the preacher...
Cousin Susie played the wedding march, and we marched from Mama's room across the hall into that room.
Oh.
And the preacher married us, and Brother Johnson wanted to. He gave us a great big pretty china tea set on the waiter, and he wanted to sit on the table where when he made his talk, he could touch the cup,
Oh.
And so that was Mr. Howard, Mr. Johnson.
You had an organ in
the
your...
principal of the school.
I see.
And
But you had an organ in your home?
of course we had an organ. Papa ordered organ when I was 10 years old. A Beethoven organ, the prettiest organ I've ever seen anywhere. It's at Irma's now.
Did your mother play?
No, Mama didn't play, but Claudia played and others played. I played some.
Yeah, at 7 o'clock they got on the train and went to Elkton to visit his folks.
We went to Okolona. It was a stop, and we had to wait over there.
But so his mother and father weren't at the house for the ceremony. You went to see them after you married, after the wedding.
Who?
His
Dad's.
mother and father.
Oh my Lord! We got to Humboldt, Tennessee that afternoon, and it was raining, I believe, and we went up to the hotel, and so then we couldn't leave out of there till the next evening,
Mm-hmm.
and we married on the 22nd, and we left, I forgot now just what time, it seemed like 2 o'clock, to go to Gerther, Kentucky, and so we went to Gerther, Kentucky, and spent the night, and he called his sister, and she had the children, grown children, and Bessie and James had the
Buggy with the friends on
no,
it.
yeah, didn't want the boogie.
Well, Surrey.
Surrey with the Friends top and the big old plush blankets, you know. And James and Bess met us at Guthrie, and we drove on it. Just snow everywhere.
Oh.
Trees just bending down.
Oh, how beautiful.
So we spent the night at Sisters, at
Dad's
his
sisters.
sisters, and then the next morning, Henry, Nim and Henry came in 2 buggies.
Mm-hmm.
Henry drove his buggy and pretty horse, and Nim drove his, and they both had runabout buggies and horses, you know, and all. And so when Sister saw him coming, she said, I believe the bride is riding with Nim. Said, Charles and Henry is together in the buggy, and the bride is riding with Nim. We were laughing and talking like we'd always known one another.
Oh, that's nice. What did you wear that
The
day?
trees were just bared down. I wore the dress I married in.
Which dress? Did you make it? Did you buy it?
You wear nuns of Alien, gray nuns of Alien with gray silk all over lace, yoke and cuffs and just fine tucks, just butterfly, you know, butterfly. And then it had lace banding around it, and then the skirt was kind of a hobble skirt
Oh, uh-huh.
with things on the side down here.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, take your nap.
Go to sleep, but I can.
Oh, that sounds so pretty. What did grandfather wear? A suit? A dark suit?
Oh, I don't know what they had on. My Lord, they was dressed all right for the wedding. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah. What?
Dad had on a black suit, and he had on she kept the vest that he wore for a long time. I saw it.
Oh, he had.
It was,
he wore a derby hat. And
Did he really? How
yeah,
neat.
he looked like a Philadelphia lawyer.
How did you meet Grandpa?
Well, you never have heard.
No, ma'am, you never told me how you met your husband.
Well, I never had. One day, Papa's always bringing somebody home with him, and one Saturday, he brought Mr. Mobley home with him. She says going down in the pasture to look at the timber.
Oh,
And-
Grandpa did. That was Grandpa's job, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, he had a lot of timber. And he always got out had timber to sell and get out timber. And so I was cleaning up instead of a parlor, we called it a front room.
Mm-hmm.
Why, I was cleaning up and getting ready for Sunday, you know, the front room. And it was across the hall right from Mama's room. And the big hallway went through the house, you know. And so when I had the crack in the door, I could see when they come out.
Mm-hmm.
And
Come in.
when he come out into the hallway, and they went on down the back door steps, he said, "Sweet
Come in."
Adeline."
Y'all shut up in here.
Oh, wait.
She's taping, Mama.
I'm getting this on tape, so
Oh,
Grandma's
I
telling me
didn't
how
know
she
you was getting all of that stuff on tape.
Oh, Lord. Now, wait a minute. Let me get to the end of this story, and then you can all give her hugs and kisses. All right. So anyway, he walked down that back hall. Or you walked down that back hall.
No, I didn't.
No,
I stayed
she-
in the room. I didn't show
Oh,
myself.
I'm
And had
sorry.
the door
No.
cracked.
Oh,
But
you
on
saw
Sunday
him.
evening when I went to church, on Sunday evening when I went to church, why he was sitting there in the church, and and when he come out, he asked if he could walk home with me.
Oh, Lord.
He asked your father?
No, he asked me.
Oh, he asked your permission.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that your father kind of had an idea that he might be interested in one of his daughters, do you think?
I don't know. He might have. He told
Probably
him
did.
40.
All right, now we just ended the story that you met Grandpa and all that, and he rocked you home from church, but tell me about what Aunt Irma did to you.
And I never did eat any supper, and so they asked Mr. Mobley to come to supper, and of course he didn't want any either, and so we just stayed in the room, and Irma went to the dining room and told Mama that Gertrude just kept sitting in there, and Mr. Mobley had a date with her. And so I didn't say a word. I didn't answer Mama. I just went on and washed up the dishes and cleaned up the table and put everything away. And then I walked back in there, and I'm determined. I know she didn't have no date. And I leaned up on the back of a chair and said, "I'm very sorry, but although I didn't know you had a date," and Irma just throwed up her hands and said, "Hush, Gertrude."
Oh, that's great.
And so that was that tale.
So she just wanted to make you a little bit jealous,
Yeah,
huh?
yeah, she wanted to get out of washing dishes and cleaning up the kitchen.
We got to get a picture of Uncle Edward here. I need to zero in. You look like
She's gonna get a picture of you.
he doesn't belong in this wheelchair. It just happens to be the.
On life's pathway the sun no longer shines. Come love and meet